Hello everyone, this is Alvin from Shining 3D. In the last episode, we learned about scanning point cloud data using OptimaScan 5M Plus. However, if you need to use the data to do inspection, reverse engineering, or 3D printing, better to have a meshed data. In this video, we will learn about how to set the mesh parameter correctly in order to get the required data. After clicking the mesh button, you will find the parameter list on the left. We provide both unwatertight and watertight options. Watertight will fill all the holes automatically, and the model can be directly 3D printed. Unwatertight is unclosed model stayed the way it is scanned. Processing time is shorter than watertight. Under watertight condition, the first optimization option is filter. It is to optimize the data and improve the clarity of the data. Next is the smooth function. It can smooth the possible noise on the surface, and higher the level, the less the details. Then we have the function to remove small floating parts. The higher the number is set, the larger floating parts will be deleted. For the max triangles, you can set the maximum number of triangles of the scanned data. To set the limitation of the file size. About fill small hole function. If you found scanned data has small holes, select this function and set the perimeter. The software will fill the hole smaller than the perimeter set. Remove spike function will remove spike-like data on the edge. And marker hole fill function will fill the marker's hole. At the bottom is the recommended parameters button. When turning on, it will automatically use recommended parameters for meshing. For the watertight option, you can set data quality, which is triangle number of the meshed data. The lower quality with less triangle numbers and details. After finishing the parameter setting, click Apply to do the meshing, and you will get a meshed model. If you are not satisfied with the data, you can redo the mesh with different parameters or go back to the scanning process to rescan. If the data meets the requirements, click Confirm to go to the Mesh Edit interface. You can add mesh data here. On the left is the main menu. You will find some of them are similar to the mesh parameter. I will introduce different ones. For the mesh optimization, it can optimize the quality of the data by adding more triangles to the curvature regions. Auto hole filling is to set the perimeter value and the hole filling method. There are three options: curvature, tangent, and flat. You can see the differences of these three methods in this picture. Choose the right one and click Apply to do the auto hole filling. Next is manual hole filling. When you click this function, the software will recognize the holes and mark them with green edge. You can select the right filling method and click the edge of the holes to fill the hole. If you are not satisfied with the result, you can click here to redo the hole filling. Flip normal function will redefine the front direction of the scanned data in the reversal design. The cutting plane tool can define a plane by drawing a straight line, delete the selection, and close the mesh at the intersection. Also, can use the cutting plane to align the mesh to the coordinate system. If you want to create a model which is symmetric to scan data, using the mirror function to mirror the mesh through a plane defined by a straight line. The last one is scale function. It can change the geometric size of the data as a scaling ratio you set, such as length, width, and height. Also, you can add the data using the tools in the bottom panel and on the right panel. You can open other mesh data file or save the scanned data. If you have the Sketchfab account, you can click here to share your data via Sketchfab. Or click this button to open the data with third-party software like Geometry Control X or DesignX to do inspection or reverse engineering. And finally, we added an interesting function, the data display function. The data will rotate according to the position you set and you can change rotate speed. This is a very useful function to show the data to the customer. These are all the parameter setting and functions of mesh process. Please check our other videos in our YouTube channel if you're interested. Thanks for watching.